بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. I greet you on this, the 21st day of the month of Jumadil Akhirah with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And our topic is the ulama, the scholars. And Prophet Muhammad, Allah's blessings be upon him, made this statement about the ulama or the scholars. He said, Al-ulama warasatul anbiya, but the ulama or the scholars inherit from the prophets. They inherit the mission of the prophets. There are no more prophets to come, no more messengers of Allah to come. Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam was the last of them all. Muhammad of Arabia sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Whether they accept him as a prophet or they don't is irrelevant, because it is the truth. And so there are no more prophets to come. And so now it is the age of the ulama to inherit the mission of the prophets. What is the mission of a prophet? Number one, his mission is first of all to present truth to the people, to guide them. And secondly, his mission is to warn. And thirdly, of course, his mission is to live the life of truth so that he will be an example to people. You cannot ask the people to recite the whole Quran every day, recite a juz, to complete the recitation of the Quran every lunar month, unless you are doing it yourself. Unless you are doing it yourself. So the ulama have the mission of establishing an example for the Prophet. Our Prophet, the Quran has declared of our Prophet Muhammad, Allah's blessing be upon him, لقد كان في بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة. You have the best example, the best model of conduct in the Messenger of Allah. And so we ask the question, are the ulama doing that today? How do we recognize the ulama? How do we know who we should follow? To whom should we turn for guidance? Who are those who are reaching out the truth, absolute truth of the Quran to mankind? Who are those who are delivering a message by which people can recognize the reality of the world today, not yesterday, today? Who are those who are telling the people these are the dangers in the world today, and therefore warning them? Who are they? Is it Tabligh Jamaat? And they are everywhere in the world, even here in my hometown. No, Tabligh Jamaat does not have any ulama. Tabligh Jamaat does not have any ulama. Why? Because they're not teaching, they're not warning the people about the reality of the world today. They never touch that subject. So you can't turn to Tabligh Jamaat for this knowledge. The reality of the world today, you should not be annoyed with me, because this is absolute truth. They are not warning the people of the dangers of the world today, not Tabligh Jamaat. What about the Darul Uloom? It is for you who listen to this video, this brief video, it is for you to make a search and see which Darul Uloom is doing this. The institutions of Islamic learning, the Darul Uloom. Are they, for example, warning the people about the danger of fake money in the world today? Of bogus and fraudulent money in the world today? The money which everyone is using. They're using it, I am using it, everybody using it. The haram money that we have in the world today. And I have been teaching this subject for 25 years now. If they were listening to me, because I can't do it on my own, if they were listening to me these 25 years, we could have been establishing micro markets. And in our micro markets in the remote countryside, because the state will come to shut us down, we will have dinar and dirham, which is halal money, which is sunnah money, which is mazhab money. And we'll be able to get away from this bogus money. But I got no support, none for 25 years, illa masha'Allah. So we have not been able to do it. Where can you find ulama who are directing attention to the money which we are using today? A mufti who is doing that, and who has the capacity to recognize that the money we are now using was created by our enemies, and it's being used to rip us off. It is being used to exploit us financially, to impoverish us, and eventually to enslave us. Yes, I know you understand the subject. Those of you who have been listening to me, you understand the subject, but do they understand it? They who you recognize as ulama, are they ulama? If they cannot recognize the biggest danger of all in the world today. And so this lecture, this brief video, is to ask you to remember what our Prophet said, Allah's blessing be upon him, about the ulama. So you can recognize who are the ulama. He said, Al-ulama'u warasatul anbiya. They are the ulama, they who inherit from the prophets of Allah, who therefore reach out al-haq, the truth, absolute truth to mankind, who explain the world in which they live, and who warn of the dangers of the world, and who exemplify in their conduct what they preach. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.